Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Carl Mingers. This is Aaron Burns. We are WRME Live, Mustang, Oklahoma, Wackert Realtors, Main Edge. Okay, what are we on? Episode 114?
We are.
Hot dogs, moving right on up there.
And yes, we're wearing the same shirts we did last week because Western Days Committee, that's coming up, and pictures, we thought last week, but they were this week, so.
That's right.
We know we're in the same beautiful
Western Days, September 6th and 7th. That's Mustang, 50 years strong. Mustang's been here well over 100 years, but they've been incorporated as a city since 1969. It's a big deal. Okay.
It's a fun event. Friday night, chili cook-off.
Man, I had to burp just thinking about the chili cook-off.
I know.
I mean, the chili cook-off's on Friday night. It's a big deal.
6:30, best dressed cowboy cowgirl,
Yep.
I think, and then got a couple other things. Saturday, you got the parade, car show, the vendors booth, cornhole tournament this year. Of course, the Chuck Wagon Roundup, and we now have the tickets.
Yeah, we got lots
If
of those.
anybody wants one, we'll have them here in the office. They're $10 a piece for a meal. If you buy a meal ticket and you have a kiddo that doesn't want the meal ticket, we give a free hot dog and chip little dinner for the kiddos that don't want to buy the meal with a adult ticket. So I know when kiddo was little, he didn't eat the good stuff, so hot dog
That's
would
right.
be great for him.
Kids, they're not old enough to know what's really good.
Well, and some don't, we're doing beef tips. Some might not like the beef tips, so they enjoy a hot dog. So now you can come with your kiddos and get them a hot dog meal and
Right.
get yours.
Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Sandy. I tell you like Sandy says, what about that storm last night? Was that crazy or what?
I got a nice shower run into my car.
We got an inch and a half of rain yesterday out at the farm, and I didn't even check the rain gauge this morning. I mean, it came down.
It rained all night long, too. I heard it going.
But isn't it a beautiful morning out there this morning?
It is.
The traffic was crazy. At what point in our society did everybody decide that they had to take their kids to school instead of shoving them little buggers on the bus?
I was so excited the day we moved up here and he started riding the bus to and from school.
Yeah, the buses are. I enjoyed riding the bus. We had our own social dynamic on the bus, and then you go to school, and that's a little bit different social dynamic. And
Right.
maybe I'm too much of a rule follower, but we did what we were told. Get on the bus.
Well, for most of the time I was in school, when I was real little, I rode the bus before we moved. But after that, I lived a block from the school, so I got to walk to school. Which, it just wasn't the same.
All right, well, what all are we going to talk about today besides Western Days coming up here pretty soon?
Which is pretty exciting.
Yes, it is.
I'm hungry thinking about it, just saying.
By the way, at the Chuck Wagon Cook-Off, which is on Saturday at 5. Round up, not Cook-Off, that's right. We got 12 wagons this year.
We have
That's
12.
Huge, okay.
So we have 600 tickets because the poor wagons can only cook so many portions.
Right. Now that, we're having, beef tips?
Beef tips, a form of potatoes, beans, and a cobbler.
Right. Yeah, I think cherry, peach, and apple.
And cherry, peach, apple.
Right. Now, it's a super big deal in Mustang. Now, the Chuck Wagon Roundup is something we've only been doing, 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah.
And this is the biggest by far. And these are authentic Chuck Wagon deals, and they come from all over the country, okay? And these are some of the coolest guys and gals that you'd ever want to talk to, and they love interacting with people. You can walk through and smell all the food while they're cooking it and everything else.
And at the chili cook-off, if you want to sample, one for sure of our wagons is going to be entered in the chili cook-off.
Right.
So, and they'll cook it just like they do the other food. They'll cook it with
over a fire and everything else. Yeah. The wagons, they have a lot of money invested in these Chuck wagons. I mean, they're authentic, and some of these are well over 100 years old, 100 130
and
years
they
old.
start setting up Friday night, and they love for people to come over and check them out and look and talk to them and ask
And
questions.
most of the time, they'll have a few samples for
Yes.
people. So if you're around there for the chili cook-off, wander over to the Chuck Wagon deal. They love having visitors, and we just it's one of our biggest deals for the year at Weichert. Okay, and we're the main sponsor for the Chuck Wagon deal, and we just love doing it, and we love helping those people. These Chuck Wagon people, they're doing exactly what they love to do. I mean, they travel hundreds of miles to come do this.
Yes.
And it's not like they do it to make money. Okay.
And we actually have one of the champs here this year. One of our wagons that come won.
Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, all this is a fundraiser for the Mustang Chamber of Commerce, which we're also heavily involved with. I'm a big believer. I'm not a social butterfly, I guess.
No.
I'm not the biggest networker and all that stuff, but I do believe in helping your local chamber. We do a lot for our local chamber, and they do a lot for us.
Community.
Right.
That's a big thing.
That's it, Oh, I don't know how to put it any clearer than that. We just, it's what we can do to help everybody else out without getting in their face, I guess,
Well, and that's a good thing, too. I know some people, I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and they are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the school district and the community now.
The school district is huge. Okay.
I mean, so communities, school
Good morning, Keith Streeter.
Different things make different reasons for people to want to stay and go. Sometimes it's school district, sometimes it's community. How active is the community? How involved are they in their actual community? Because not all cities and communities are involved as much as people think they should be.
Right, or they think they are. Okay.
Right.
Also, Mustang's just a very stable community.
Mm-hmm.
The housing values appreciate well. I'm not going to say we're insulated from a lot of the stuff that happens in the rest of the country, but California has these huge swings or whatever. We have mild swings.
As Linda put it yesterday, Oklahoma's pretty much.
We just kind of float along,
Steady increase, decrease. It's nothing.
Yeah, I remember 2008 when
Right.
Arizona and Florida practically wiped out half the country,
Right.
and Oklahoma we're just floating along, and we're just pretty easy to get along with, and we like that about it here, and there's we've got one of the best community centers, I know, in the state. Okay, it's an awesome facility.
Right.
Good morning, Aaron. I'm glad you're watching.
I know.
You're over here doing all this techie stuff.
I can see comments better here than, constantly doing that every 2 seconds.
I'll move my phone over so you can watch it.
You can watch it too. And I watch the time too, so
Right.
So when we jabber
because I can yak all day.
But yes, Sandy said something about the entertainment. Yes, there's entertainment all week, all Saturday. They got the entertainment stage. We'll have
we got that
have
parade.
A cowboy. We
the
have
parade. People come from all over to see this parade.
Art show. We're doing
Art
the
shows.
Art
We
show
got
again
pet
this year.
shows.
Pet
Huge
show,
car show.
5K run.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge event.
Well, there's from about 5 o'clock on Friday through the end of Saturday. Now Sunday it's basically clean up everything. We got the huge rodeo on Saturday night,
Friday night and Saturday night.
Yeah, and we hope there's no rain this year. We've had plenty of rain, and everything's ripe for a beautiful Western days this year. We're excited about that. All right, what are you looking at?
I was
looking at hard.
But yeah, we have a good community center too.
Yep.
That makes a difference too. I know some communities like ours, we have the senior citizens programs, we have the gym, they do stuff for the kids, we have the pool.
Oh, another huge thing
The
this year
library.
is the cornhole event.
Yes.
It's a huge cornhole tournament. Okay, and we got people from professional teams actually coming into this deal. So they're having to change the brackets because all of us a bunch of local yokels
backyard.
Yeah, but it's really cool.
Big.
That's been a huge deal. We got a huge frisbee park here. No telling how many soccer fields and all that other stuff. It's it's a neat place to be. And I live a few miles out of town where I'm in the sticks.
Well, right. And
it.
like myself, I'm not technically a Mustang resident. I'm an Oklahoma City resident. I'm just Mustang schools.
Right.
But you can still be involved in communities.
Do you have a Yukon address?
I do.
Yes. Yeah. She lives in
Tell
that
me
area
that.
between Yukon and Mustang. That's really Oklahoma City, but it's Mustang schools and Yukon
Right.
address and.
But you call Oklahoma City fire and police and all that. It's fun.
Good morning, Dustin
But
Merrifield. He's
that's
one of our
the
local
point.
builders.
I mean, I do stuff. I deal with Yukon businesses. I deal
Right.
with Oklahoma City stuff too, because I have to be involved kind of in all of it because I'm here, and it's not just because I'm a local realtor. Even before I was one,
Right.
I was still kind of knowing what was going on where because it affects me because of where I live.
Right. Well, we're, I guess we probably ought to start wrapping this up or we'll talk all day. How long we got there?
We've been on about 11 minutes.
Okay,
We're
that's
doing
long
good.
enough. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Everybody go out and enjoy this beautiful weekend. Hopefully it's beautiful. We'll probably have some rain.
Our address, if you want to get tickets, we're open till noon today. 1125 West State Highway 152 in Mustang. We're Suite 101. They're $10 each. Or you can give us a call at the office, 405-445-7522.
Yep.
And we can let you know when we're going to be here if you can't make it out today.
Yeah. Now, there's a difference between if you pre-buy the tickets.
Yes. So if you pre-buy the ticket, so before Saturday you show up, you pre-bought a ticket. Those people that pre-bought tickets get to start going through the line 15 minutes early.
Right.
So instead
and the
of
line
5
is
o'clock,
huge. Okay.
4:45 we start letting the people pre-buy, and then each wagon, like last year, each wagon has a color. So you get to come in, and we have 50 stickers per wagon. So if you want a certain wagon pre-buy, come over.
That's why we
and
recommend
get
you come in
tickets.
and walk around and smell the food and look at it and all that stuff. Because, you go like, I want to eat at that wagon.
Right.
Okay. Then you go ask for that wagon. And once that wagon's out of food,
Right.
that
And I
one's
don't
done.
have the colors set till, they all get there. I'll
Right.
give them all colors, and then you can come up and start smelling and say, hey, I want to eat at the yellow wagon, and we can get you your sticker.
Yep. All right. Okay, well, we're going to wrap it up. We're Weichert Realtors Main Edge, Mustang, Oklahoma, where we do real life, real world real estate every day. Come see us.